Hello.
Hi.
So please introduce yourself and your film.
I'm Tom Petty. I'm the writer-director of Ticker, a short in Shorts Programme 6.
And where did your idea for Ticker come from?
Well, I live in the countryside, grew up in the countryside, and now live in North Staffordshire, in the Staffordshire Moorlands. And as a filmmaker, I'm interested in kind of marginalised queer stories, and hadn't really seen a rural, older sort of queer story set in the countryside, and that was the start really of finding these characters.
I definitely felt like it was a love letter to the countryside.
It was what, sorry?
A love letter to the countryside as well.
Yeah, and I think there isn't a huge amount of filmmaking in the North Midlands, which is technically where we are, although I'm Manchester born, so very loyal to here. But we don't see Staffordshire, we don't see those parts of the country on film very often, and when we do see them, the countryside can be sentimentalised quite a lot. So I just wanted to see a couple of people living a life that maybe is a bit more unusual to see on screen and portray that.
So talk to me about your casting process, because there was such a lovely tenderness between these two men. Did they bring that themselves, or did you work on that throughout the film?
Well, really lucky to work with Paul Copley and Ian Gelder, who are hugely experienced, and as a director who's starting out, it was just great to have that experience and all the problem solving that you get with brilliant actors and everything they bring before you even start shooting. So we had a couple of meetings. They sort of knew each other a bit already, and I think that really helped. But they offered so much and really kind of gave themselves over to the project on a very cold November weekend. But yeah, I think it was a real lesson for me working with experienced actors and just trusting what they can bring to something.
Did you have any major challenges or problems?
We shot on film, and it's the first time I'd shot on film on 60mm. So I think we were hearing in a cinematography panel yesterday that it's just a different process, it's a different focus, and you can't do 10 takes of each thing. And so we had to find our way with that, and we had limited amount of stock and a limited budget. But I think having experienced actors, having a crew that was incredibly focused, we sort of found our way. And then when you get to an edit, you have so little footage, it actually makes the edit quite easily because you don't have as much choice. So that was challenging, but I'd love to do it again.
So I think I read in your bio that you started out in healthcare and then moved to be an actor. Now you're writing and directing. So tell me all about your movement through life. It's quite unusual.
Yeah, I've had a slightly strange route into the industry, and I'm an NHS doctor. I work as an anaesthetist in the NHS still, and then trained as an actor subsequently, and have worked in theatre, film and TV, and still work as an actor. But I think for me, writing and filmmaking was something that gave me an outlet that perhaps acting can't always do, because some acting is wonderful and collaborative and creative, and you're in a rehearsal room for months and months. Other stuff is not like that, and you turn up on the day and you do your thing, and then off you go. And for me, exploring writing and filmmaking has been a real kind of like a really positive force for me. Surviving in an industry where it's hard, and you need to find the longevity in your survival in this industry, and for me it's been a really nice discovery. So.
Amazing. Is there anything else that you want to add, that you want to say or talk about?
No, I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and really grateful to have it in Manchester, in my home city. It's really special, so thank you.
Well, enjoy your screening.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much for talking.
Thanks.